But we've got lights all over the dash right now. I don't know what I've done, but I'm going to drive it around the block and I hope that those lights, so we've got two problems already to start the day. First problem, my little mini tripod has broke. It's going in the bin, so we're just holding the camera by hand. Second problem, which we've got to solve, is this rear brake is sticking on. I think it's the handbrake. I'm pretty sure it's the handbrake cable just sticking on. So what I'm going to do, we'll take the wheel off, we'll have a look at the handbrake cable, and whilst we're there I might just paint these hubs black. Yeah, I might just paint these up because I think they're a bit distracting and look a bit shit, so I'll paint them black whilst we're there. Let's see if we've got some hammerite and we'll start it. Here's the handbrake cable, and what I think is happening, when the handbrake gets pulled on, it then gets stuck. It's not doing it now because I've absolutely caked it up in WD-40, but I'm going to cake it up in WD. I don't know whether it's the actual caliper getting stuck or it's just the cable, but I'm sure I changed the cable. So I'm just going to cake it up. I'm going to take the actual handbrake cable out. I think that has freed it off. I mean, it feels quite free now. It might have to need some adjustment in the car. I think maybe it's too tight in the car, but I think that's freed it up. I'll connect the cable back up in a minute, but I'm going to paint this hub now gloss black. Oh, not even intro the video, so welcome back to another video, guys. Make sure you have clicked that subscribe button because we've already started. Now, yesterday we did change the button on the steering wheel, finally, so we'll clip to that right now. So you guys know that we did the full TT, we changed everything on the interior apart from this switch here, which is absolutely ruined. So I've actually found that it is really difficult to get hold of that particular switch, and it is quite expensive, and it worked out cheaper for me to buy a full second-hand steering wheel and fit it on with the switches on. Anyway, I've managed to source one set of switches which are on eBay for £25. Now, one of them is in worse condition than that one that's in, and the other one is in, I wouldn't say really good condition, I'd say okay. So here's the switches. So this is the one that's in an absolute woeful condition. I've just whiteboard penned it. Let me just rub out the whiteboard pen. So look, this is the side that we don't need. I don't know how they get to that state. Maybe people clean them with the wrong things or something. But this is the side that we need. I mean, as you can see, it's not in a great state, but for 25 quid, it is much better than that one there. So I'm thinking you can pull the switches off them. So what I'm thinking is we remove the airbag, we change this switch, and then we keep this actual surround here, and then maybe just use a Sharpie to colour in that bit, because this one is all like, you can see, oh, it's focused. This is all sort of corroded around there, or it's all bubbling around there, so I really don't want to keep that. This is a complete budget build. If you haven't saw the previous videos of this Audi TT being built, well, being repaired and restored, click in the top right hand corner now, and that'll take you back to the very first video and you can watch them all the way through. But obviously you regular viewers know that this car was rebuilt on a budget because I bought it for £600. Let's get right into it, and let's start by taking the airbag off. But before we take the airbag off, we need to disconnect the battery because I don't fancy an airbag to the face. Disconnect the negative terminal. Let me go get a spanner. On here, so you've got the two little tabs here. We're going to remove them, and they have got, I think, little Torx in to remove the airbag. Just remove these caps. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see, I'm just literally, I'll sort of just point the camera there, Right, there we go. Probably not the best position I'm sitting, because if the airbag was to go off, I'd get absolutely twatted in the face with it. Right, that one's loose. Let's get to the other one. Now let's remove this. Oh my god, please. I'm actually so scared of airbags. Okay, I'm out. Oh my goodness. Disconnect the horn, which is down here. So guys, that's the airbag plug, like here. Don't actually think I'm going to need to unplug the airbag, because all I want to do is get to this switch so I can take it out. So I'm thinking maybe this metal, oh, it's going to give me a nice good chance to clean all of this as well. But I'm thinking maybe all of this like silver trim sort of just removes or pulls off if I'm, and it looks like it's just in on clip, so pulled it, and yeah, it's released it all out, so I've just got to keep pulling, I think, anyway. So we're at the back of it. I've just got to remove this switch somehow, then we can start replacing the stuff. Wicked. So that actually just pushed out. It was on little clips. Unclip this whole back thing. I'm left with the mode button now, which is actually the good part of that. So I'm going to just put that over here. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the mode button off of that and switch it over. Okay. So now we're left with this switch and that switch. This switch and that switch. This is the original one that was in, but this is in, I think, better condition. I'm just going to Sharpie the white bits, and this is the one that I bought for £25, but it's all bubbling. But I've got over here one mode button which is actually in good condition, the original one which is absolutely crumpled. So we're going to put in the new one into that one, and we're going to Sharpie that, put it all back together, and then hopefully that is just one thing that we needed to do, and it is just finally done.
Imagine these rappers were tight, mumble rap was just a gag at the mic. Back in the lab, they were actually tight, counting stacks while getting a laugh at the hype. And these pill poppin' rappers never dabbing in Vike, sober and clean, never so crack in the night. Nice, got your rap tough, but get dragged in a fight. The type who wants that, but keep on grabbing it nice. I'm just babbling facts, hope you handle advice, don't diss me.
So that is the new one in. All I need to do is Sharpie that. So fast forward to when I actually Sharpie that, just so you can see what it looks like. Yes, it's been Sharpied. Lovely stuff. You'd never notice. All I've got to do, let's connect the battery back up and let's hope everything's all good. I'll disconnect this key. Let's go do that. Back up, all I'm going to do is plug in this and I'm going to start it. The airbag didn't go off, which is a good sign. Maybe these will go out. Maybe these lights will go out, but we've got lights all over the dash right now. I don't know what I've done, but I'm going to drive it around the block and I hope that those lights, so we've got the ESP light, some kind of steering light, horn works, yeah, they're working, controls are working. Okay, we've got nervous situations right now. Lights all over the dash. I don't know what I've done. Let's just give it a drive. Right, let's just go for a drive. See if any of these come off. ESP fault, see owner's hey, they're off already. Yes. We instantly just literally drove off there. All the lights have gone off. For a second, I did shit my dick out, but we're all safe now, so I'll spin round. We've got no lights on the dash. I thought we created a problem by solving a problem, but no. It's getting, obviously, apart from the spoiler light, which is still an ongoing thing. Yes, it's still there. And yes, I do know, I think you can buy a resistor. I've just not got around to doing it. I've sort of learnt to live with that light at the minute. And so yeah, finally that is done. So now I'm just going to paint this hub up. I might actually give the caliper a once over as well whilst I'm here, and hopefully the brake doesn't stick and we've solved today's problems. So let me get to it. So we've just painted, we just got a lick of paint for the hub. I know it's not like the most nicest looking thing, but it's made it look nicer than it was before. Anyway, so I've got to do the other one now, put the wheel back on, and we're rolling. So guys, it's proving hard work to release this caliper to stop the handbrake from sticking, and it's definitely the caliper. But I've got no tools to take the caliper off because Hannah's gone to work with the tools in her car, which is another story anyway. But we have sort of spruced up the hub a bit. So look, as you can see in there now, we painted the hub black and the caliper black. So it actually looks quite smart now. There's no like outrageous silver in there, so it looks actually like quite nice from here. Everything's nice and shiny and black. Let me know if I should paint the calipers another colour, maybe like an actual colour, like blue or something. I don't know. Right, let me tighten the wheel up and we'll do the other side, then we'll get moving. Yes. So we've cleaned up this wheel. It's nice and black on the inside now. Looks nice and smart. The handbrake on the car now is actually off. So I'm just going to see if it catches when I push it back. Yeah, see, yeah, it looks as if we're definitely going to have a problem there. The handbrake is stuck on, like, to an extent, it like just catches, and then if you just push the caliper back with the like handbrake little arm that the cable sits on, then it pops off. So it's just the caliper just sticking a tiny bit. So I'll drive it around for a bit, maybe it'll sort itself out, but don't think it will. Probably have to have the caliper off at some point. So like, obviously, if you guys didn't know, you can get to the handbrake cable just down here with the adjustment inside. And let me guys know, is there something I can do with this? Because I mean, let's put it in. That just looks ugly there. I don't know, like, it's just an old phone holder, isn't it? So maybe is there something that you guys know and I don't, that I can change that phone holder into? Definitely still sticking. We're gonna have to take the caliper off, but right now it's Bank Holiday Monday, so estate agents aren't doing viewings, and you guys obviously know I'm looking for another investment property, which will be another sort of like series on my channel. If you're interested in that, then make sure you click subscribe. I'm going to look at a quick one now. I'll just show you quickly in this vlog, and hopefully if I do get it and if it is profitable, we'll have some future videos on that property now. So let's get to that property, give you a quick glimpse, and that should wrap it up for today. So we are at the property now. So it's this one here, quite an older style property as well. Quite an old building. It looks like this maybe back in the day was one huge house or something. It's been split into separate. It is only a 1-bedroom, but as I said, it's really good for rental. It doesn't have a garden. Obviously I can't go in it today because there's no estate agent available to come in show me around it today because it's bank holiday. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the video today. Not much going on at the minute, but we've got plenty more stuff coming up on the TT. And make sure you click subscribe before you leave. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one. Peace.